Good, happy Sunday morning, January 17, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. It's time to rise and shine and get this Sunday morning off to a good start. We're going to kick it off with your COVID-19 dashboard from Johns Hopkins University in Medicine. We have a lot of stuff for you in this program of The Morning Show with Riley King, so sit back, relax, grab that cup of coffee, and enjoy this Sunday, January 17, 2021 edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Let's begin. And here is a look at your COVID-19 dashboard from Johns Hopkins University in Medicine. Your global cases are at 94,597,012. Your U.S. cases are 23,760,523. Your global deaths are 2,024,110. Your U.S. deaths are 395,851. And that is a look at the COVID-19 dashboard from Johns Hopkins University and Medicine. Now let's get to your other news. Kamala Harris set to resign from U.S. Senate so she can preside over it. Harris is the only second African American woman to serve in the Senate. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris will resign from the United States Senate on Monday when she is expected to make a formal announcement of her resignation, but will not give a speech on the Senate floor, which is not in session. Inside look at how 25,000 National Guardmen are arriving in Washington, D.C. A major logistic feat was organized on a short notice. Thousands of National Guardmen from across America are arriving daily in Washington, D.C. as they build up to the 25,000 members authorized to help provide security at next week's presidential inauguration in the wake of the assault on the U.S. Capitol. Bringing in so many guardmen has been a major logistic feat in just a matter of days, has been a major logistic feat after the Secret Service requested that the number of personnel increase from 15,000 to 25,000. The number of guardsmen in the city will be a military force 5 times larger than the number of U.S. troops in Iraq and Afghanistan combined. Giuliani says he's working on Trump's impeachment defense, would argue voter fraud claims. If you can prove that it's true, they are no longer fighting words, he said. President Donald Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, tells ABC News he's working as part of the president's defense team in his upcoming second impeachment trial, and that he's prepared to argue that the president's claims of widespread voter fraud did not consist incitement to violence because the widely debunked claims are true. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Snow squalls and gusty winds expected in parts of the Midwest and Northeast. Some of these snow squalls could have as much as 6 inches of snow. And now let's take a look at the weather across the United States right now. And here's a look at the weather across the United States for all of you right now. In Boston, it is 42 degrees. New York City, 46 degrees. Washington, D.C., 49 degrees. Atlanta, 51 degrees. Jacksonville, Florida, 60 degrees. Tampa Bay, Florida, 64 degrees. Miami, Florida, 69 degrees. Dallas, Texas, 62 degrees. Las Vegas, 69 degrees. Phoenix, 77 degrees. Los Angeles, 85 degrees, and San Francisco, 67 degrees. That is a look at the weather across the United States for this Sunday. And switching gears now, we're going to go into a cooking segment. Chef George Duran shares gluten-free comfort eats with viewers. Let's take a look at that video from Good Morning America.
Now with our guilt-free, guilty pleasures. Eva, wait a minute. Let's get this started first. Of course, we've got help from Chef George Duran and the trusty air fryer. We have easy ways to cut calories and fat from some classic indulgences. So, George, good morning to you. It's always great to have you. We're going to jump right in here because we're going to make healthy versions of a few guilty pleasures, starting with wings. And so let's see what we've got right here. We got the wings right in the mix. If I can, you know what? I'm going to leave it in there. George, how do we make these bad boys?
Very good. You know, the key word here is instant vortex air fryer.
Yes.
Vortex is the word, that convection that is actually going to cook the wings very easily. And I have my wing over here. See that layer of fat? That's the skin. And my instant vortex air fryer is going to cook it with 95% less oil than deep frying it. And it's going to make it extra, extra crispy at the touch of a button. No preheating required. And these air fryers fit beautifully in every kitchen. Once you air fry it, you're ready to serve these guys. And they're absolutely beautiful. About 20 minutes or so at 400 degrees, and I'm telling you, you're going to get an ultra crispy skin. And let me tell you something. This has changed my life completely, allowed me to lose some weight beautifully, but more importantly is the sauce. Do you guys have a sauce over there for these guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I took a bite right away. What should we use to give these wings that bold flavor?
Absolutely. Look, I am obsessed with maple syrup from Canada, actually. It's an unmatched flavor. It's a deeper, richer flavor. But more importantly, I'm not using any sugar or syrup anymore, even in my coffee, actually. And I'm just going to mix a lot of that maple from Canada inside with a little bit of soy sauce, with some mustard. Boil that down. Once you have it boiled down, I am telling you guys, it is an absolute beauty. I don't have to use blue cheese dressing. I don't have to use any sort of artificial barbecue sauces. That maple from Canada is going to make a world of a difference with your wings that have been air fried. And as I said, that weight loss has been ongoing for me thanks to these guys.
I can vouch for the sauce. It is quite good.
Oh, yeah.
So next up, that old, greasy, classic onion rings. We've got some right here. Let me see if I can get mine to open up. It's not too hot, actually. Actually, this is stuck.
Don't burn yourself.
It's not hot, don't worry. So how do you make these taste
very
as good
simply,
as
you're
the
gonna be
full-fat
adding-
version?
Yeah, all I'm going to be doing is adding some seltzer and flour and kind of starting to bread those. That's it. Seltzer, flour, a little bit of your spices, and then you're going to go into some seasoned breadcrumbs and go ahead and pop that into the air fryer with some olive oil spray on top of it. And let me tell you guys, I swear this tastes like deep fried onion rings, but they're just air fryer wings. They're absolutely beautiful. And look at all of these guys that are beautiful golden brown.
All
and
right.
I still serve these guys also with some of that maple
We
syrup
are with
as
you
well.
on these onion rings. George, always a pleasure. Great to see you. Thanks once again. And for these air fryer recipes and more, you can go to goodmorningamerica.com.
Well, hey there.
Okay, and there you go. Looks yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We love food. And switching gears now, let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, Prince Harry and Prince William have reconnected and talk relevantly regularly. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
fair to say that things are a lot better between William and Harry.
We'll meet in the middle. Okay.
I can tell you that there were phone calls and video calls over the Christmas and New Year holiday. The Sussexes sent presents to the Cambridges and vice versa. It was an opportunity in an otherwise very busy and chaotic year for both of the families to come together and connect, albeit virtually. If you go back a year, at that stage, these brothers were barely on talking terms. When William went to the Sandringham Summit, he was so angry with his brother, he couldn't even face going for that lunch with the Queen. He only went for the meetings. Such was his frustration and feeling of disappointment about what his brother had done and how Harry was handling the situation. Fast forward to today, the relationship is much better than it was. For a start, they are on talking terms, and not only on talking terms, they do speak relatively regularly. You know, they were very much in touch over the holidays, but there is an ocean between them. There is a time difference, and as Harry said in that interview, they are two brothers on different paths.
We're brothers, we'll always be brothers. We're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I will always be there for him, and as I know, he'll always be there for me.
We are watching them now take those different paths, but I think there's a great sense of relief, certainly within the royal family, that relations between the brothers are much better than what they were. Whether it will ever be as close a relationship as it once was, that's questionable. But for sure, it's much better now than it has been. And it's not just William that Harry is in touch with. He's in touch with his father, the Prince of Wales, and actually in quite regular contact with the Queen. She is always delighted to see Archie on video calls, and it's very important to her that she touches base with Harry. She's in touch with them. She knows what's going on in their lives. They discuss their plans with her. Harry has always seen his grandmother as a mentor, and while he might be in LA, that hasn't changed. I think possibly there was a time when Harry may have felt a little bit homesick. I think he was missing home when his father and his brother were ill with COVID last spring. But I think he is loving the California West Coast lifestyle. It suits him. He's always been a very laid-back person. He loves nature. He loves being by the ocean. So I hear that he is very, very happy.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Blake Shelton, I'll lose 20 pounds for Gwen Stefani's wedding. Let's take a listen to that video from Access Hollywood.
Blake Shelton is ready to slim down before saying I do. The country superstar joined Luke Bryan's Apple Music radio show this week, and he wasn't shy about taking his pal up on a weight loss challenge with a specific deadline in mind. Luke asked Blake to gauge on a scale of 1 to 10 the chances that he'll drop 20 pounds before he and Gwen Stefani tie the knot, and Blake called Luke's bluff, saying, quote, I feel like if I say 10, I have to do it, so 10. It's out there now. I can't let people down. Blake went on to joke that he's reached the point where his home decor now reflects a version of himself he may prefer to reality, adding, I've readjusted all the mirrors in the house so they look like when you're taking a selfie from up above because I can't even stand to look at myself in the mirror. So I've rearranged them where they're kind of angled down, looking down on me, so I'm looking up, and it's not so bad. Though Blake looks great just as he is, of course, and we're betting Gwen thinks so too, the minimum wage singer teased to Ellen DeGeneres last year that he felt like quarantine had taken a dramatic toll on his physique.
I would have really liked it better had I not gained 117 pounds during quarantine, so I thought it made me look younger, but I was still just as fat. So now I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm gonna have her. I'm not opposed to having her color my hair again. I don't care. If it makes her happy, I'm cool with it.
The voice coaches confirmed their engagement back in October, and though the pandemic has understandably slowed down wedding plans, it's pretty obvious these two are going to stay head over heels for one another, regardless of when they exchange vows. In 2019, Blake revealed to Access Daily's Mario Lopez and Kit Hoover that he still wasn't over landing a catch like Gwen.
I still can't believe that I'm dating Gwen Stefani. That's the big.
She's. You know what I love about
If
her?
I have won anything from The Voice, it's that.
That's the real champ right there, yeah.
Okay?
But she's so down to earth, is what I love about
Yeah.
Gwen, right?
She is literally.
Orange County girl.
She's my.
Yeah.
She is my. No offense. My favorite human being I have ever met in my life. You guys are second and third.
Thank you.
Gwen is
I'll take
my favorite human I've ever known.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your celebrity birthdays for today. Let's see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And happy birthday to all of these wonderful celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful Sunday. And thank you for joining us for this Sunday morning edition of the Morning Show with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of the Morning Show with Riley King. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Goodbye.